Hey everybody, I am Kyle, and I'm here with Ethan and Allison.
Hey.
Last week's video was Yellow Light, and these are the comments. We just got finished filming the Skyrim video, which I think already came out, and it's cold, and so we're in
My
the
lips
car,
are frozen.
and everybody's very cold, including Allison, who almost got frostbite and died again, probably.
Both frostbite and dead.
God, Ethan.
Wow.
God.
It's not.
We're on the air. Louis Cho says, "Where did you get the idea for this, if I may ask?" Ricky will randomly just text me like a full sketch synopsis every now and then.
Oh.
And it's usually not something that I can, like, super easily turn into a sketch, but I end up just recycling later, like, as a joke inside another one. So yeah, the Steam Yellow Light specifically came from him, and then the actual full sketch was just kind of nonsense. I don't even really know where I came up with the entire thing. It was like a combination of a bunch of Ricky ideas, and I had just been watching a bunch of Dom Farrow sketches over the last week, and so I tried to imitate his style a little bit, which is why it seemed weird.
This sketch was a fever dream.
Yeah, kind of.
For Ryan.
Yes.
For Ryan on. 3 minutes ago.
Read the comment.
It's a good thing Ethan renamed it to yellow because Kyle can't see green light.
Ha! Henrik Rusted. Anyway. Very good video, but the volume and intensity of the music was a bit distracting.
Yeah, we actually got that comment a couple times.
Yeah,
This is like the only video. This is the first video I've actually gotten. Like
the audio
some
balancing was actually a little weird. The
less
music
than
was
great
so
feedback.
loud.
Well, audio is really hard, actually, just in general, because it's one of those things. It's kind of like, it's actually similar to color. Audio and color are pretty close in that
and
it
also it's like
depends a lot on the
preference
calibration of the device you're using.
Mm-hmm.
To actually be able to see how accurate it is, which is why if we were doing like a full-scale production or something, you end up testing out audio on like everything you have access to just to see if it sounds weird anywhere. Joshua Engel says, 0 out of 10, not enough frogs.
Were there any frogs in it?
There were no frogs.
Wow, Kyle, way to drop the ball. Well, I was looking up frogs on my computer.
What?
On the laptop.
Were you?
Why?
Oh, on the computer. Oh, I see.
Ha, ha, ha,
The
ha.
computer that we didn't see.
Yeah, the computer.
I was even going to do an insert of the game, and I was like, nah.
Wow, what a lazy boy.
Well, plus I thought, like, because I was going to do like a little graphic for Neon Gray or whatever, but I thought that would actually kind of dilute the joke a bit, because it should just be the name. There shouldn't be any kind of prepared imagery for it or anything.
It should just be the name in, like, Comic Sans.
Yeah, the actual name came from Ian. It was one of his, he has a big list of potential band names, and Neon Gray was one of the ones that he had at the top of his list.
Potential band names.
I think everybody does. They're all usually...
really bad.
It depends. Like, Ian's and Reed's are both fantastic.
From The Magic Rabbit an hour ago. This happened 1 hour ago. Can you believe that? Is that the only laptop any
Paper
of you...
updates in real time.
Is it the only laptop any of you own?
That is our prop laptop. That used to be my actual laptop.
I have
and then
like
I replaced
3
it.
dead laptops under my bed if you want them.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the one that I put the White Lightning logo on, so we just still use that as our prop top. That sounds weird.
Kyle Gorel.
Goral.
Other Kyle.
Gorel says, what the other agents do outside of Door Monster. I especially want to know what Ian does, which his classics knowledge. Carthago. Oh, I don't know.
The Carthago de Linda Est, by any chance? Yes, it is. I've heard Ian say that before. I
Well,
don't know what it
thank
means.
Glad I didn't have to try.
He's speaking Mune speak.
What was the question?
What does Ian do?
What do we all do?
What do y'all
What
do?
do
But
people do?
especially
Specifically, Ian has a classics degree. Ian helps me write things. I'm actually doing most of this full time now, and kind of making a living off of it. I have some extra things that I do. I've been teaching, and I do some freelance graphic design on the side to kind of supplement it. And I'm gonna see how that keeps going. What do you do, Ethan?
I go to school.
Ethan's going to school for jewelry.
Yeah, I'm getting a jewelry degree. It's going pretty well so far, but it's really far away. So.
Yeah, Rachel is a teacher. She teaches Latin to high schoolers, which sounds like the worst thing.
It does sound like the worst thing.
Jeffrey works at a government surplus store. He's a manager at a store that sells things that they confiscate from airports, which is interesting.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of cool.
JP is finishing up his sound design degree at the Art Institute where I went. Ricky exists on another plane, and we don't really know what he does.
Yeah.
Reed is going to Baylor for sculpture, and John is still stationed in Oklahoma in the military. And I think that covers everybody except for whoever I'm missing. Joey does stuff, presumably. Yen S asked, why is there no community comment on the community comment vids? Missing out big time. So there are, like this one. We just mentioned the sketch, but we're using any comments from the videos that were posted the previous week, including the community comments, which I'm bringing up only because since we started doing them again, we've gotten somebody asking that like every single video, which is weird to me because nobody ever asked before.
Yeah.
But now there's always somebody going like, why don't you do community comments on the community comments? And we do. This is the same thing.
From Andrew Extravaganza.
Aw, that's a great name.
Almost every one of my comments has been responded to since I subscribe, but I have yet to get on the community comments. What does it take? Must it be funnier? More insightful? Make a comment where I talk about not being in community comments so you can make a bit of it.
No, that won't work either. Leave your comment on this community comments video or on the sketch or on any of them, and you will have a chance
Go
to have
leave
your...
a comment on Yoda's Christmas Part 1. See how that works out.
That
for
probably
you.
won't work. The ones from this week, and we might get to them next week on the following community comments. The actual answer, we had a lot of people ask, like, how do we get the comments on community comments? And I've tried to answer without really knowing, saying, like, as long as it sparks conversation or if it's interesting.
Yeah.
The easiest way is questions. We don't actually read just comments quite as much. We look for questions because then we can answer them, and it gives us something to talk about.
Community questions.
So if you have questions about the video, how it was made, us personally, anything like that,
About
that's...
the show, how it's made from like 3 years ago. That
I might actually have some input on that.
That was an amazing
But
show.
we can... That gives us something to actually talk about, so we tend to pick questions more than just flat comments. Next video's coming up. I don't know what order it's going to be in, but we have a Don't Starve Shipwrecked one planned that I'm going to try to do with the DLC that came out. I have a D&D themed one. I think I'm going to be working on a Sim Theme Park 4 or whatever versus that new one that came out. I can't remember. There's 2 theme park games. It's basically the exact same setup as our Sim City.
Planet
Coaster. Is it Planet Coaster or is it the other one?
That's like the new roller
whatever the
coaster.
new really good one is that I kind of want. Actually, I'm going to be doing like a versus video.
Meanwhile, I'm still playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 Triple Thrill Pack once in a while.
This new one looks really cool. Actually, you can like construct your own buildings out of individual pieces and stuff. Like there's a lot of
So it's like the
modification to do.
worst parts of Spore.
Kind of, but done well. Like done in the gameplay and the graphics of City Skylines. Basically, it is the City Skylines of the theme park genre. It looks like, and we will be getting to. We're still aiming to get to the Pathfinder game.
Oh yeah.
By the end of this month, hopefully the last weekend, we'll be able to
excited
do
for
our
that.
first stream. Yeah, we're all really excited for that one. Allison's going to be in it, and Ethan's going to be in it.
Am I?
Yeah. And Jeffrey and Joey and me. And I think those are going to be the main characters that we have. And then
Ian's
we'll be
gonna
having
be
guests.
there.
Well, and Ian's going to be GMing. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you next Friday. Bye.
Goodbye.